Good evening, Facebook and YouTube. JDev has returned once again to give you exactly what you want. And of course, that would be more of me giving my thoughts, my opinions, and hopefully this evening some award-winning expert analysis on a certain topic subject. This is going to be about The Walking Dead, specifically the death predictions for the next episode of The Walking Dead, and then the potential spoilers that the Spoiling the Dead Facebook page gave today on who they think, not 100% confirmed deaths, but based on the information that they've gathered, who they think will die. So that's what this video is going to be about, to give you guys some insight on where I'm coming with this. So in the comic books, this fair ends up being a Whisper massacre, where the Whispers kill like 12 people, not all major names, a couple minor names, A-listers, B-listers, C-listers, D-listers. But what they do is they end up cutting a bunch of members of the group's heads off and then putting them on pikes. And that's what this episode is going to be. So this is going to be pretty freaking crazy, if you ask me. But here were my death predictions that I've kind of accumulated since the seasons began. Now, I gave death predictions before the season started. I didn't 100% know for sure if the Whispers were going to be utilized this season. I mean, there were Easter eggs, but there wasn't any mention of them like on the episode of Talking Dead that ended the season and whatnot, so I wasn't sure. But now that it's been confirmed, obviously, right away, let's give my predictions. So the people that I thought were the most likely to die via the pikes: King Ezekiel, Enid, Kelly, Tammy Rose, Luke, Diane, Alden, Navila, Rosita, and Gage. Now, Gage, if you don't know who that was, that's the kid that was peeing on the walkers, or one of the kids, when they were talking to Henry. Navila is Jerry's wife that's gave birth to like a bunch of kids. And Kelly is Connie's sister that's with Humago, Magna, Luke. So those are the characters that I thought. There was 10 of them, because in the comic books it was like 12 deaths. So I thought of 10. Now, here are the potential spoilers. So if you don't want to know these spoilers, don't watch the video. It's not 100% confirmed, but usually the Spoiling the Dead site is spot on. Although last year, I knew Carl was dying through them, or something they posted early on, but then they stopped talking about it because of Chandler Riggs. But then they said Tara was going to die, and Tara never died, so I'm not going to believe it until I see it. But here are the rumored character deaths for Spoiling the Dead. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the characters that are safe, possibly safe, who knows, likely dead, and then dead. So, safe characters, you don't have to worry about them at all. Negan, Carol, Daryl, Judith, Jerry, and Michonne. Shouldn't anything happen to them. Likely safe, according to Spoiling the Dead: Rosita, Sadiq, Father Gabriel, Eugene, Ezekiel, Earl, Connie, Magna, Humiko. Who knows, and who really cares, but these are characters they're not sure about. Navila, Scott, Ozzy, Lydia, Laura, DJ, and Cal. Likely dead, but they haven't confirmed them at all. But just based on things we've seen, Alden, Luke, Gage, and then these are the characters that are most likely dead: Tammy Rose, Kelly, and Diane, based on information that they've gathered. And these three characters are characters that they've essentially confirmed dead, but not confirmed dead, if that makes any sense. And if you're keeping track, you probably can, there's 3 of them, you probably can tell. And I probably forgot a few characters here and there, but they're very minor characters. So Enid, Tara, and Henry. I'm actually a fan of Enid, her character. Not at first, but she grew on me. I do like Enid, so that's going to be a little depressing. Tara, as much as I hate Tara, and I've wanted her to die for years, now is not the time to kill Tara. And I refuse to believe that Tara is going to die right now, because it doesn't make any sense. With Maggie, her future on the show, it's not confirmed that she'll be back. She hasn't signed another contract. They say she'll be back at one point, but it's not confirmed she'll be back next year. That would leave Hilltop without a potential leader. They've already lost Jesus, and then you lose Tara. I'm not buying that one, but they're pretty much saying it's going to happen. And then Henry, to me, Henry makes absolutely zero sense at all, other than the fact that Henry has had a lot of time this season. a lot of time. In fact, he's probably had more screen time than Michonne and Negan put together. I would say it seems like it, at least to me. I could be wrong on that, but I mean, it doesn't make all this relationship building that they're doing with him and Lydia just to throw it away with his death and to have Kara flip the fuck out. I don't know. Henry needs to be replaced by Ezekiel. I think it's time to kill Ezekiel off simply because his character doesn't really have that much of a purpose other than to be this, this king, Carol's husband. That's really it. He doesn't really do a lot at the moment. So that's shocking. And then, in my opinion, you really have to kill Rosita off at this point because her character has kind of gotten stale. I mean, I don't want Rosita to die, but at this point, I don't know. I think it's time to kill her off. But she's likely safe. Her and Ezekiel, according to Spoiling the Dead, the Spoiling the Dead Facebook page, are likely safe at this point. So that's a little shocking. We'll see what happens. Hey, if you want to, give your predictions in this video. None of these are confirmed. Although I think Tammy Rose, she's probably confirmed. And for those of you that don't know who Tammy Rose is, there's that old guy, Earl, at the hilltop that got put in jail. That's his wife that's taking care of that kid, that baby, I should say, that the Whisperers left behind when they came to the hilltop. That's Tammy Rose, Brett Butler's character. So she's, based on things I've seen, I would say she's likely dead. She would be the most 100%. And then multiple reports that I've heard, including the Spoiling the Dead Facebook fan page, that Enid is most likely dead as well, but not 100% confirmed. And then you just kind of go from there. Diana's the chick that used to be at the hilltop, or the kingdom, and that's been hanging out the hilltop. She's been here and there. She's been on the show for a while. She's probably dead too, but it's interesting. I think there needs to be more of a major character death. That's why I think Ezekiel and Rosita would fit better in this, and the fact that they died in the comic books at this point. So there you have it. That's what I got for you this evening. But yeah, go ahead and leave your predictions. I know who you think is going to die, who you think is going to survive, and who you're unsure of. It's interesting to hear, and I really would like to hear your opinion. So there you have it, folks. There's the video. And of course, as always, I'll be back again soon with another.